Welcome to Cripple Baldy, a podcast for the rest of us.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. We would like to welcome you to sit down, have a drink, smoke a smoke, toke a toke. Talking about the marijuanas, in case you didn't get that.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how
I feel like really awkward because it's like been 2 months since we've fucking recorded anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like riding a bike or
Wow. Wow.
So insightful. It's more like anything else. If you don't use it, you lose it. So like now we're back to being awkward and we don't know how to podcast or what to do with our hands. You know what I mean?
Seriously, that's how I fucking feel right now.
Even though we've been doing it for like a little while, we know what we're doing. We know enough, you know?
Yeah, it feels rusty though, for sure. I totally relate to that.
Yeah, we just need to get into that regular cadence. Do you know what that word means? Cadence?
Are we gonna?
Oh man, she was so mad. You should have seen her face.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Because that's a fucking musical term. Anyways, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah,
A very cripple and baldy Christmas.
Yes, but also before we start, I want to remind everyone again that we have an anonymous question thing on our website. So if
An
you have a
anonymous question form on our website.
Yeah,
Or-
form, whatever. It's
Yeah.
a thing. Okay, is a form not a thing? Wow. Okay. So yeah, if you want to like ask us anything, you can. Like, how big are your kids?
AMA. That's what the kids are calling it. Ask me anything. AMA.
Is that real? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You need to like get hip.
I do, but I'm not. So I have pink hair. Like, does that count?
What year is it? 1999?
I wish. Then I could like redo my life, make
Right?
it work out better. Be
Oh,
less of a little
man.
bitch, you know? I
Yep.
still can't figure that part out. Though, so-
Hindsight's a bitch.
So
So Cripple came out to visit for way too long around Christmas time, and we spent the holidays together like we're friends.
We did. It was beautiful.
My family is completely white trash, so it was all right.
They are. This is very true. But they welcomed me. Oh my God. You know what I wanted to tell you? Okay, this is crazy. Okay. When I went there, you know how I've been having like the athlete's foot struggle for like fucking months, years, like never ending. Like goes away, comes back like 2 weeks later. Like it's like it doesn't like it won't die. And when I went to Baldy's house, her mama gave me some like ointment stuff, like prescribed stuff, and she's like, "This will probably work for athlete's foot." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And so I was using it adamantly, which I did with all of the other products, but
But
started
she was
going away.
soaking her fucking athlete's foot in warm water every night while she was putting on antibiotic ointment. And I don't know if you know this, but athlete's foot is a fucking fungus. So being warm and moist is like what it likes to live in. So it was just making it worse while she was trying to get rid of it in the first place.
I didn't do that. That was only like for the latest like leg of me having athlete's foot. 'Cause
no
before
pun
I've had it,
no pun intended, right? Yeah. The latest leg of
or
your
the latest
athlete's foot.
or the latest foot of me having it. For me, it's athlete's toe because it's only on my toes. So,
Gross.
and also like, how did you get that? Like, you're not an athlete. You're a fucking cripple, bitch. Good point. I'm dirty. I don't know what else to say. Like, honestly.
Truer
So,
words have never been spoken.
Whatever. But no, what I wanted to tell you about that was like so I had been using the cream, right? And let me say, I had even gone to the doctor because this has been a problem for months for me, gotten a prescription. It didn't go away. Like, so when I was at Baldy's house, it was pretty much like gone when I came back to Colorado. And now it's like come back, but it's like going away again. But the thing that I thought was crazy and very interesting is like, according to Louise Hay, and Louise Hay is my messiah. She we've spoken about her before, but like she basically tells you like physical ailments you have and like the reasons why you have them, like mental reasons, which I believe in this. And so what athlete's foot is frustration at not being accepted and the inability to move forward with ease. And I kind of thought it was like really sweet because I felt accepted at your house.
Yeah, we're accepting. We're White Trash Castle, but you know.
I wish you
the
could have
clan
seen her
of
face.
the WT. Maybe I shouldn't say those things in the same sentence.
I don't even know what that means.
Anyways, here at Castle White Trash, we are very accepting, despite our squalor that we live in.
No, your house is nice. But I've been like the struggle that I've been having for so long is really funny to me. And after finding out like what it is, which is inability to be accepted, I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna have it for the rest of my fucking life because I'm never gonna be accepted. But it's really like my own personal issue, maybe not accepting myself. But I seriously like thought about that and was like, wow, like there was whatever, like I didn't feel like an other, I guess, like around you guys, you know?
That's because we're a bunch of others.
That's true. You are. Except for when your niece.
Bless her heart.
No, she's a sweetheart, okay?
Which one?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Which one's the sweetheart?
Oh, okay.
But when she was like, I said something about driving, and then she was like, what? You can drive? Like her brain like exploded.
And then she tried to be like, oh, it's just because I'm poor and everyone I know is poor and none of them have cars. Like, nice
Did
save.
she say that?
That's what well, the whole time that's what she was saying, like right afterwards. She's like, no, that's not how I meant it.
You wouldn't be shocked like that if that was the reason.
I mean, like she tried to cover it up, so.
Yeah. We know it was ableism.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But besides that, I liked her. She was a sweet girl. Be nice to her. Okay. You're like never.
Oh, I know. This is good. And we're going to share a clip of what it was like picking up Cripple from the airport. First of all, it was hilarious. Second of all, I called up there and I was like, hey, because I don't know if you guys know, but if it's like that for every airport, but like they are just like, you cannot stop and park anywhere. And I'm like, I'm picking up a wheelchair user. Like, what do I do? So I called up there. They didn't have anyone I could talk to. So when I got up there, I flagged down one of the security guards that are just like, hey, you know, you can't park here. Keep going, and like whistling at people. And I was like, hey, I'm picking up a wheelchair user. Is there like, what do I do? And they were very accommodating and very kind and let me park until I could like figure out where she was and put like a cone behind me. And basically like bitched at everyone and was like, no, you let them over. Like they're, you know, so that was pretty cool. That was like,
that's so nice.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they were like the people that were on staff right there were really accommodating, but the fact that I couldn't get answers on the phone was really obnoxious. So anyways, so I see Cripple and she's fucking like has this fucking suitcase that is as big as she is, and she's like just wheeling around with her fucking suitcase that is as big as she is. And my boyfriend's like, oh, I'll go help her. And I was like, nah, fuck that bitch. Mind you, I got this all on video. And then she drops it. And I start laughing hysterical because I'm just like, I'm not going to help that bitch. She's an independent woman. Don't need no man. And then that happened and I felt bad because, you know, she's got brittle bones. I didn't want her to break because then it's my problem I got to deal with, but also would suck for her. Yeah.
So sweet.
It's all about me. So then I ran out to help her and she was just kind of like, I don't know, like not paying attention and didn't realize I was like right next to her and like trying to like help her. So that was funny.
I was trying to pick the suitcase up, which was very heavy, by the way. I bring my shower chair with me when I travel, like to friends' houses and stuff. It's a travel shower chair, literally the best thing ever. If you didn't know this existed, look it up. It folds. It's great. But so I was trying to pick up the bag, which was really heavy, like I just said. And then this person comes up from behind me. And I didn't know it was you at first. I thought it was some old lady.
Thanks. You're a bitch.
So are you.
I was like, I think I said something creepy too. I was like, hey, let me help you, little lady.
I was like all for it though, because literally like the few times that I need help, there's never anybody offering help to me or around. And I'm just like, yet like when I'm just casually opening a door, not having a hard time
there's like
at all.
15 people trying to open it for you.
Like trying to open,
like trampling over each other.
Yes.
Like,
yes. Not even a joke though. Like for real. Like hashtag relatable cripple problems. Like for reals. That happened to me the other fucking day. I went to the post office and I told you that I do this, but then I did it again and I was like, oh yeah, I do this like whenever this happens. But I was at the post office and I was going towards the post office and I was about to open the door. And then I heard someone behind me say, oh, let me help you, miss. And then I could hear them running like from like far away. And I just ignored them and pretended like I couldn't hear them. And I just opened the door real quick and then like went inside. And then they came over to the door and then felt all dumb. And that's what I do, because you should feel dumb, because it's ridiculous that you would like run to try and help me when I don't even need any fucking help in the first place. Like you're going to run because you're afraid that I can't like do anything. Oh no, what is she going to do? Not be able to open the door and cry? Fuck you. And if somebody can't open the door, they're going to ask someone for help. Right? Like, come on. Anyways, yeah. So that happened. Gives me a little bit of, I enjoy that, honestly. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so she came here a couple of days before, what, Christmas? I don't remember how many days. Maybe
it
like
was the
week?
19th.
Oh,
it was the 19th of December.
Like, I'm bad at math. It's a couple of days before Christmas.
Yes, that is an understatement.
So I guess Cripple loves hot sauce. She loves hot sauce. She loves spicy things. But my boyfriend... he's like on another level. Like I think that he is like seriously like scarred like his taste buds and like his esophagus by eating so much hot shit. Like he's on another level. You know what I mean?
And he's white. He is a white man. It is not fair. What?
Yeah. I mean like, and it's funny because like the fact that I like to eat spicy food, that's one of the things that like, you know, he was like, oh, okay. Like, this bitch, she can eat spicy food. Okay. Anyways, so he eats this hot sauce. I think it's called, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's like death. I don't know. Yeah. It's got like a skull on it, and he loves it. And I made vegetarian breakfast burritos. And Cripple was like, oh, yeah. She's like, I want to try it. She's like, I love spicy stuff. And we're like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it.
No, I said you're not telling this correctly. I was like, basically, I was like, fuck you, Ed. Or are we calling him fat nerd? Who cares? I was like, fuck you, fat nerd. Okay? You think you can fucking handle more spicy food than me? I don't think so.
And why is that?
I outspiced a fucking Chinese woman. AKA Laura. Okay, so how dare you? And like, so then he was all, you can continue now. I just had to set it up.
All right. She's like, I'm half Mexican. Like, I'll eat spicy food all day, bitch. And so she like doused her fucking burrito in it. And we're like, no,
and
don't do it. And
he was like, only take a drop. He was like, Cripple, only take a drop because like it's really spicy. And I was like, fuck you, white boy. Watch this.
She like fucking doused it in there. It was great. She got really quiet after she took a bite of that shit. She got real quiet. It was so hot. And her face started, like her eyes got big. Her face started turning red and she was very quiet. Her eyes started watering and she's like, I need milk. I need milk. She's like, it's so spicy. She drank like 2 cups of milk and was just like freaking out.
I did. I was like, well, because at first when it hit my tongue, I was like, oh my God, this isn't even spicy at all. But it was like the after effect of it. Because it was okay initially, and then it just started like making my mouth so hot, and it wouldn't go away, and I had to keep drinking more and more milk. I was like trying to eat like bread, or like my tortilla, whatever. But yeah, and then Fat Nerd was all like, I'm sorry, Cripple. I warned you, but you know, not I'm pretty impressed actually that you could even like taste it and not that. Like he acted super nice, and I was like offended by his niceness. I was like, fuck you.
Also, he's not from Georgia. Like, I don't know like where this accent is like channeled from. It's terrible.
That is what he sounds like.
He does not sound like he's from Georgia.
He absolutely talks like this. And then he goes, well, was it a good penis?
Actually, that sounds maybe more like a Kentucky accent, but whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, but that shit was funny. And we all laughed at her because we knew, but she had no idea.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But he got a bunch of hot sauces for Christmas, and he gave me one of the packs of hot sauces. And I was like, fuck yeah. I only liked one of them, though. They taste like Tabasco, like all of them.
Yeah, he gets, it's so funny because every year, like, people get him just, like, hot sauce sets, and he's just like, I like the hot sauces I like. Don't give me all this shit.
Yeah.
But, like, no one listens. Anyways. So we also found out that Cripple loves to wrap presents, and I totally took advantage of that.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it. It's fun. Like, I'm into it. So
I made her wrap so many things.
And it was a good time.
Yeah, especially the one we did for my kid. Like, for one gift, that was, like, a video game. We made it really hard for him to, like, open it. And it was, like, wrapped within another thing, within another thing, within another thing. And
when he opened it, he was like, what the heck? It was funny because he doesn't cuss because she doesn't allow it.
I do allow him to say some curse words, just not
If
all
I
of
was a
them.
little kid, I'd been like, what the fuck is this shit, Mom?
Yeah, you would have been.
Yeah, I would have. That's not even a joke.
But yeah, what the best part about it is, like, so it was for a video game, right? But when he opened up the container, like, for, like, the little, I don't know, game thing, it's a download game, so it just had a code in it. And he was like, what? And everyone was confused because we don't understand, but we figured it out. Yeah. And I got Cripple so many little gifts, and she was all like, what? Oh.
She did. I know. I was seriously, like, this year for Christmas, I was, like, so pleasantly surprised by people giving me gifts because I don't got no money. And, like, my friend here, she got me this amazing, in Colorado, she got me this, like, amazing palette, and I wasn't even expecting her to get it. It's the best palette I've ever had in my life. Makeup palette. It's so cool. And then when I went to Baldy's house, her mom got me the Jeffree Star palette, which I fucking wanted. And then she also got me a fucking burrito blanket, which also Shane Dawson has, because I just saw him, like, post. I'm sorry. You know, I love him. I love Shane.
Among other things. I don't remember. Oh, I got her special socks for her nasty-ass feet.
She did.
I did research to find out, like, what socks were the best for athlete's foot to help her get rid of them. And I got them for her. I don't remember what else. I got her some other shit, but, like, yeah.
Yeah,
Gave her,
it
like,
was
a special stocking full of Toblerone.
literally all of those, like, chocolates that I got made me gain 10 pounds.
You're welcome.
So I literally came back to Colorado and, like, just got high because I couldn't, like, get high when I was in Tennessee because it's illegal. Right, Baldy? It's illegal.
I don't make the rules. It's just where I live.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I could have gotten high, but she wouldn't allow me to. So I just, like, got high as fuck every day and just, like, ate a bunch of chocolate, and I gained 10 pounds. So that's fun. Also, we decided, I think it was, like, the third night I was there or something,
Yeah.
to go get, like, a bottle of tequila.
No, we should talk about that whole experience.
Of getting tequila?
No, that whole night.
Okay, go ahead. I don't remember.
Yeah, so like on the third night, we decided that we were going to don our Christmas sweaters and after running some errands, go get dinner and then go out.
Oh.
However, being in our 30s, we were tired after all of that. And mind you, the first place we decided to go eat after we ran our errands was fucking Olive Garden. And that whole ordeal was so fucking stupid. Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, it was like weird. So we went to Olive Garden and the lady there seated us, and she seated us in like a back area. It was almost like she wanted to like hide me. That's what it felt like put the cripple out of sight, because she put us at a table that was like a 6 people table or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, now that I think about it.
It was like a big table, and it was only the two of us.
This section for like a server that was getting ready to get cut off the floor.
Yeah. And the family that was sitting next to us was being really loud because they had kids, and it was annoying. And I didn't want to sit there, and neither did Baldy. So we asked the waitress if we could be
When
moved.
she finally came to our table.
Yeah, it took forever.
So,
And then
yeah, and then she was very rude and was just like, you need to go to the host stand because I can't reseat you. And I was like, bitch, I have been to this Olive Garden plenty of times, and the server had no problem doing that for me. So don't come at me with your fucking attitude because you're mad because we want to move and you're not pre-busing your section and you thought you were going to get cut and you got fucking sad again. I know because I fucking used to be a server. So then we just left. And
yeah,
we got Thai food.
yeah, which was better. So I'm glad we did that.
I haven't been to that Olive Garden since, but I would really, really, really like some fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my God, I would like that now. I'm very hungry right now.
I know, I'm hungry too. I'm going to be making lasagna tomorrow, but that's not today, and I want food. Anyways, so then we're just like, man, we're tired. It's fucking cold. Like, we had this stupid ableist experience. Like, let's just go and get some alcohol and just drink at the house. So that's what we did. So we got a bottle of tequila. We got some, what do we get? We got
It was tequila I've never had before either. I don't remember what the name was, but it was in a round bottle. It was nice tequila.
Yeah, I don't know. So we got some grapefruit soda, and we just mixed that. And we got really fucking tore up, like from the floor up.
Yeah, Fat Nerd joined us, so.
We killed that bottle of tequila. We had a good time.
It was actually pretty fun. I don't remember most of it, and the next day we were hungover as fuck. Like, it was worse than
so
New Year's, actually.
bad.
Like, our hangover, like, it was really bad. We drank way too much.
Well, not just that, but all the sugar in the soda, that's what did it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, normally when I drink a vodka soda because I'm a basic white girl. And
I'm glad you finally admit it.
And I don't get hungover, but there's no sugar in that, so I mean, except for like the vodka, but whatever.
I like to drink beer because I feel like my intoxication is better. And if I don't drink beer, I drink tequila, but usually like shots are better because, you know, less of a hangover. Yeah, but we also wait, what else? No, but it was fun, dude. Like, I just remember we were laughing so much. We didn't have, like, alone time, and I really wanted to have that with you. So, like, when we go to NYC, we're going to do that. Me and you. Just me and you, baby.
Me, and me and you.
We really didn't, though. I felt like I didn't have any, like, I don't know what the hell you're singing. But I felt like we didn't really have any, like, quality time together, like, alone. Like, we were always just surrounded by people, and I need my romantic time with Baldy. I need to have, like, some heart-to-heart, you know?
Yeah, dude, like, this is my life. I have a multi-generational household full of people. So, I mean, it has its perks, but also has its downsides, so.
Oh, also, speaking of your multi-generational family, your mom told me that I should be a wheelchair model. And I was like, what? And my first response was like, thank you for telling me I'm cute, because Baldy never does. And then secondly, it was that I'm too fat and old for that. And then her response to me was like, well, like there's a bunch of body sizes now. They like model. And then I was just kept being like, yeah, but I don't want to do that. And she's like, you really should. And I'm just like, but I am a singer. And she's like, you can also be a model. And I'm like, I don't want to. Like, let me fucking live. Like, modeling is stupid. In my opinion, it's just like pointless. And it's like, it's just dumb. I'll take cute photos for like my, singing shit. But also, she kept trying to convince me to join Little People of America. Can you explain for your mom?
So, as you know, Cripple, as like a condition of her OI, she's a dwarf.
I'm barely a dwarf, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I'm 4'9 3/4. The cutoff is like 4'10, I think.
I think it's 4'11. Yeah, I think it's 4'11 because otherwise my grandma would be considered a little person. But she's just a short bitch. So, anyways. So my mom has watched like all of the reality TV shows with little people, and she just loves them. I don't know why. When she found out that Cripple was considered a dwarf, she was like, this is my opportunity to get myself a little husband, because I think she fell in love with that one guy.
Yeah, Matt Roloff.
Yeah, he looks like Richard Gere. I mean, like, he's a total hottie. He
does.
Like, I get it, but like, she's dated short guys before and it's never worked out. So I don't understand why she thinks that like a little man will work out.
Side note, I don't know if you know that she did this, but like I think it was like a week or two ago, she sent me on Facebook Messenger a little like link to like joining the Little People of America. And I was like, I'm not. And my whole thing was this. Because she, for real, I'm not kidding. She had like a 40-minute conversation with me trying to convince me to like join it. And I was just like, listen, like, I think that little people don't like to consider themselves disabled. And I don't think I would even be welcome in that space. And I'm not trying to like go around getting more rejected than I already do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And like, she's like, no, they totally consider themselves disabled. And I'm sure some of them do. Okay. I'm not trying to like speak for all little people. But I don't want to like, I just don't feel like they do. Like from shit. I don't know. I feel like I would be rejected. And I don't like, I'm already having really low self-esteem right now. So like, I don't need that, you know?
Yeah, I know. She's like tried to convince me to try and convince you. So I've had the same talk.
Yeah. She wants to go with me though. She's like, I'll go with you. I'm like, okay.
I don't know where my mom gets these like schemes from, but whatever. Anyways, I'm glad that Cripple felt so welcomed by my family because Christmas Day was crazy.
Oh my God, yeah.
So like it was fine. Just opening presents and everything. That was cool, and then I started cooking and that was mostly fine. The turkey wasn't as good as it was on Thanksgiving, but I know what I did wrong, so I'm not going to do that again.
The stuffing was so good. I loved it.
Cripple helped me with the mashed potatoes, so that was good.
Those were good too.
I don't know. I made a bunch of other shit.
We're all just like listing foods, and I'm like, "Yep, that was good.
That was good. That other thing was good. Yeah, man, we ate so much food. I made so much food. Like, I made like 9 pounds of potatoes or something crazy. We measured it. Remember?
And nobody ate it. You guys are so fucking wasteful. Like, I can't even deal with it. That would like never happen in my house. Also, just me. Like, I like leftovers though. I'll just keep eating them.
Nah, dude. Like,
I don't get tired of food though. Like, I can eat the same thing over and over again.
Bean burritos.
I do. Yeah. See?
I know.
I like it. I don't know. It gives me like
no, and like I like didn't have an accurate idea of who all was coming over, so I would rather make like more food instead of like run out. So we made a lot of food, and then like, so I have 3 nieces, and 2 of them came over with their boyfriends, and they had car trouble and just like trying to like get to everyone's family like trouble. It was just like a whole ass mess. And you know, they brought gifts and we had gifts for them, so that and eating. So we're waiting for everyone. It was just like a whole mess. And I guess my one niece, like, she loves to play fight. She loves to wrestle, and we're always getting on to her for doing that with her siblings in the house, because you know, our house was built in the 60s. You know, like, our shit, like our living areas aren't super big compared to the way like houses are laid out now. And plus, we don't want her to break our shit, so we're just like, you're too old for that shit, like, take it outside, but don't do it in the house, which she consistently like disregards. But anyways, so Cripple was sitting on a chair, and she was like, they all like to hang on each other, and she likes to show how strong she is, and she'll pick up the other one, whatever. So they did that in front of Cripple, and I was like, hey, don't do that in front of Cripple, because she breaks.
No, like literally what happened was I was sitting on that comfy chair that you have, and she started picking up Alyssa. And but mind you, these are not small women, okay? And she picked up, or should I say Alyssa's name? Doesn't matter.
No.
Whatever. She picked up one of your nieces picked up, whatever. I'm just
The oldest niece picked up the middle niece.
Yeah. And I was sitting right there, like within falling distance, where like if one of them fell on me or fell back, they would fall on me and I would get severely injured. So I like was like, could you stop doing that? And they basically like, she just ignored me. And then I just got up and I was like, that is not cool, dude. Like, and I just got up and I left and I went into the room I was staying in.
And like, the thing that pissed me off about it is later I was like, hey, that wasn't cool. Like, you know, we tried to tell you. And she's like, well, I didn't want to like say anything, but like, I didn't like your friend's attitude. Like, but I'm not trying to start like drama on Christmas. And I'm like, literally, we've told you. And like, we tell you all the time not to do that shit in the house. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard to understand. Like, and what's hilarious is a few weeks later, she and her brother were doing that shit in the living room, and they fell on her boyfriend, who was sitting on the couch.
Yeah, see? Exactly. And the thing is, like, when she says, like, I don't like your friend's attitude, I'm like, bitch, I wasn't having an attitude. I was just trying not to get fucking hurt. Like, brittle bones over here. Come on. Like, a skinny Asian man who was a teenager fell on me in high school, and I broke my scapula. So, like, I don't know why you think that you falling on me, like, wouldn't break me. Like,
and not only that, but, like, accidents happen. You know what I mean? Like, you can't... That's why it's called an accident. So you just...
Yeah.
Don't do shit that might hurt people.
I'm, like, hyper aware, too, because I, like, my whole goal is to, like, keep myself safe, and I do a pretty good job of it. And, like, I see people, if they're messing around, like, I will just get the fuck out of the way. Because, like, even if you're not intending to do it, like you said, accidents happen. Mm-hmm. Of course, you're not trying to fall. But it's like, if you're picking somebody up, there's more likelihood than if you're just standing there, you know? Or if you're roughhousing.
I know. And I get on to them about it all the time. So it's just, like, extra annoying. You know what I mean? It's not like they're kids either. They're fucking adults.
Yeah.
This is my life. Moving on!
Baldy was the thing. I found this interesting. Baldy was getting, like, offended for me when we would go out into public and, like, people would be staring at me.
I was. Like, we hadn't been around each other in a while, and I forgot, like, how it is. You know what I mean? And maybe, like, as a teenager, I wasn't, like, that aware of it, but I was, like, getting, like, pissed off. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? And, like, I was, like, really angry about it. And I might have, like, an anger problem. I don't know. Because I was, like, so, like, angry. And I felt such rage. But
by your fellow ableds.
Well, no, and I think it
How
was more
dare
like just because like I felt protective of you because I feel that way about my kid. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like things will just like if like in my head I'm just like this could be like super dangerous. Like I will like just like go into like a blind rage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one time when he was little, this teenager punched him in the stomach. And I fucking lost it on that teenager.
What? Like for real? Or was
I
it like
don't
a
know.
joke?
I wasn't there. Like I found out afterwards, and I was like, I fucking like this giant teenager. I fucking like laid into him, and I fucking. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that I pushed him, but I did. Like like I pushed his chest, and I was like, don't you ever put your hands on that fucking kid again, because you know what? I was like, you could seriously injure him. Like, you should know better. You're almost 18 years old. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're significantly bigger than him. Like, I'm angry about it again. You know what I mean? Like, what fucking 17-year-old punches a fucking 8-year-old kid in the stomach?
It's good that you stand up for people, though. That's what I like about you. Because I've had a lot of experiences where, like, I'd go... I mean, all of my a lot. Every day, all the time, wherever I go, whatever I do, I have loads of people staring at me and being weird. So I'm really used to it, but I'm really not used to people like getting offended for me or like standing up for me, because usually like the people, unfortunately, that I've had in my life don't care. And they think that it's my fault because like I shouldn't be disabled or something. Like I shouldn't look wrong or whatever. Because I look wrong.
You know, and like maybe it's just because I've known you for so long, or maybe because I have like I feel like recently really have the language, like the shared language that I need to be a good advocate. Whereas before I didn't, and I didn't have the words to really understand this whole idea of like ableism and like what that means,
Yeah. Like you just before knew that it was wrong, but you didn't know how to break it down for people to understand why it's wrong, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like people are always like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm just.
Yeah, that's what oh, no, I don't. I don't think you're less than. I just came over here to tell you you're inspirational because you're buying milk because I do that to everyone. Oh, really? Okay. I've straight up said that to people too before. I'm like, why are you saying that specifically to me? Oh, no, I just do that. Oh, really? So why don't you go say it to that guy over there? Well, you can tell him now if you want. They never do.
Bitches.
But yeah, the other thing too was I dyed my hair pink like before I came on the trip. And so I love having fucking pink hair. I think I look fucking cute as fuck. And I'm super stylish and my makeup's all amazing. So I feel like when people kind of do that shit to me now and I'm like all looking super fucking sexy and
cool.
confident and shit. Yeah, like I just feel
crazy,
like
sexy, cool, right?
Yeah, that's me. Duh.
TLC.
But I don't feel so like I guess when I dress that way and like with my pink hair, like I feel really empowered. And like even if people are staring at me, I know that half of the time it's with women, actually more specifically, it's like them kind of being like haters towards me and being like, why does she look so good when I like look like crap? So that's what I tell myself anyways. And I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Helpful.
I'm like, nice.
Well, I think it's more
nice
like you're
sweatpants.
changing the narrative, like people are going to stare at you, but like you're giving them a reason to stare. Like, yeah. I'm dressed cute. Yeah, I've got pink hair,
Yeah, look at them titties. Yeah,
also
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But really though, I feel so empowered, and I actually told my friend Laura about it. I was like telling her how like great I feel now with like my pink hair and how I'm going to keep it forever. And like after like giving her this whole spiel, she went and dyed her hair red.
You're so inspirational.
I'm so inspirational. And then she sent me a picture and she's like, but it's not as red as yours. And I was like, dude, my hair is blonde. Like, you have to bleach it. And she's like, what? I was like, why don't you know things? Like, you're so smart in every other way. But so she's going to be like, fuck you when she hears this. But Yeah. So also the other thing is too, like, it's not very accessible in Nashville.
No, not at all. Like, and what I didn't understand is like I was like Cripple. I was like, you better bring that fucking decal because parking's a bitch. And like, despite that, like we could never find disabled parking.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then like towards the end, I guess we found out that if we have like a disabled placard and we just park wherever, like we won't get charged or something like that. But how can you fact check that? You know what I mean?
I mean, I knew that.
You
I
knew
think
that?
You didn't know that. Well, no, I knew that, like, when it came to the meters, because I remember you were like, you didn't know that about meters. In California and Colorado, those are the rules. I don't know how it is in Tennessee. But you can park in a metered parking spot as long as it's not like a only, like, because there's certain, because my car got towed. I think I talked about this before on the podcast, but like I was parked in a place that was metered parking, but it was only metered parking certain hours. And then after that, it became a red zone. But I didn't realize that because I'm dumb and didn't read it. But like most places, if it's metered, you can park however long you want and it's free. And then some parking lots actually do offer you free shit. Oh yeah, you're right. We did find out that the parking lots in Tennessee were free for disabled parking, right? That was the thing. That's what we found out.
I think someone told us that, but we didn't. We were like scared.
Or we looked at the sign.
Oh, did we? I don't know.
Wasn't that we parked in?
We're
that,
doing this like
bougie
2
area?
months afterwards. I don't remember.
I know. Me neither. Oh my God. You know what we did do though? I was so excited about this. I said, Baldy was like, what is one thing that you would want to do while you're here? And I said, my dream is to go and get cronuts because I've never had them and I love croissants and donuts individually. So the thought of them together sounds amazing. And she took me to a fancy cronut place.
Yep. Shout out to Five Daughters Bakery.
If you want to sponsor us and send us a bunch of free cronuts, I am down. Do I need it? No.
Man,
Do I
which
want
ones did we
it?
get to? Like, we were like so bummed because like I forgot that they make them and then like once they sell out, they're like sold out. So there was like literally like 2 left.
But they were so good.
They were
Even
so
so
good.
they were, yeah. I didn't even know that they were like cronuts. I thought they were donuts because they looked like donuts and I was like, oh. And then we went to go get ice cream with them because we're fatty as duh. So we carried them
Shout out to
around.
Jenny's.
Yeah. And we went there and got ice cream and then ate them there. And I was like, oh my God, it's like a croissant. And she's like, it's a cronut, bitch. And I was like, oh, okay.
Man, they're so good. I'm hungry. Like I don't think we should be talking about all this food.
Dude, I'm
We
starving.
ate so much food like while you were here. It was like a tour of like eating.
That's why I gained 10 pounds,
You're
bitch.
welcome.
That was great because I don't ever eat out. So it was good. We went to like this taco place too. What was that called? I don't know.
It was like like SoCal Taco Shop or something. I don't know. It's like
Yeah, they took me to they bought me San Diego Mexican food.
yeah.
I was like, what? Your mom said that. She was like, where was it? Where in San Diego? National City?
Yeah, they're from National City, the people that started this chain. They normally, like, all of their franchises, I don't know if they're franchises, but all of their locations are called Oscar's Taco Shop, except for this one. They, like, changed the name, but it's fucking good. Dude, are they open? Maybe I'll get that for dinner.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Oh, my God. I want some tacos. Fuck.
So, the other thing is I worked at Cracker Barrel for so long, you know, and that's where I met my lover, and I had never experienced it because they didn't have them where I lived growing up, and they've got, like, good-ass, like, Southern food. And so I took Cripple there a couple years ago when she came to visit, and she was just like, I can only eat grits.
Yeah, that's what I remember from that. I went there and I was like, I don't get why you like this. Why do people buy things? I mean, they have a cool storefront because they have like have the most random ass shit in the store.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. But yeah.
Yeah, so like we went there, and on the way we're just like, you're gonna love it because like you love carbs because you're a bad vegetarian, and here in the South we call everything a vegetable, and you can get a vegetable plate and it's not vegetables, it's just like vegetables that have been cooked in butter, and then like carbs.
Yeah, they said to me, they were all like, oh, you should get the vegetable plate, and I got all like
She
angry
was so
and offended. And I'm
offended.
like, Do I look like I just want to eat vegetables? Do you see this belly? Like, how do you think I got it? Okay. And then I found out that like vegetable plate in the South means basically just like
Carbs.
horrible food. Yeah, that tastes delicious. So
Yeah, she had, what did you have for the first time? Like
it
dumplings?
was so good. Oh my God. All of it was like, I want it now. Oh my God. We have a Cracker Barrel here. I could, but I'm alone. So I don't have anybody to go with and I don't have any money and no one loves me.
Make your sister go with you.
That is so sad. Thank you. I don't have any money, dude. And I don't want to. Fuck her. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to be seen. I went out like in public yesterday to go grocery shopping and like the amount of people that were just like staring at it was like I could feel it so intensely, and I think it's just because I've been such a fucking like recluse that I was just like and I just couldn't, like I was so angry. I was like rude to like the old man trying to help me. They worked there, and I was just like, I know I was being a dick, but also you shouldn't just go up to somebody when they're in self-checkout and like just grab their bag because like you see them trying to place the bag a certain way. Like, leave me alone. Like, he wouldn't do that if I wasn't disabled, and it annoyed me.
Yeah.
But then he left me alone, so that was cool. He like respected me. I was like, no, dude, like stop. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
So Cracker Barrel
My
is
rage.
gold. It has been Cripple approved.
So good. I got dumplings. I got like those apple, or you got those
Fried
for
apples.
so I could try it. The fried apples. I got, oh my God, fried okra is like so fucking good. Like with nothing. No sauce or anything. Just fried okra is delicious. And then what was the other thing? Oh, macaroni, which like, of course, it's always good. So amazing. I literally came back and I told my mom and sister, I was like, oh my God, have you been to Cracker Barrel? It's like so amazing.
The only reason we went is because we got a discount. But also, we wanted to treat our little baby on her last day here.
Yeah, it was so sweet. Oh, and then tell them about the lady at the cash register. What happened?
I don't remember.
Okay. So they told me, I think this is really funny. So like Fat Nerd used to work there, right? Like as a, what did he do? He was like a cook or something? Okay. And through college, like worked there. And then now he works at their corporate office, which is like so full circle. And I just thought that was like amazing. I was like, what? And they told me before we went there that like, they don't like to say that like, he works at corporate because people get weird who are like the servers and stuff. They get weird when you say that. And then when he went and paid for the food, he used his discount card or whatever the hell. And she said, oh, you work at Cracker Barrel? Which one? And then he said, oh, actually, I work in the corporate office. And then she was like, whoa. Like, she literally, like, physically, like, went backwards. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was like he was a god or something. It was like, oh, my God, sir, I'm so sorry. Oh, you know, like, she panicked.
Well, you know, like, they have, like, secret shoppers and stuff. And, like, you know, like, they get scored on different things. So, like, it causes them, like, a lot of anxiety, I guess. But, like, just do what you're supposed to do because you're a restaurant and you can kill people. So that's what I have to say about it. There's certain regulations in place. If you just follow those, you'll be good. Like, it's not hard. I can say that because I worked there for, like, a really long time.
She did.
So after that,
Sexy
we decided that
little
we were
cook in
going
the
to go
back.
to an escape room. Huh?
I said she was the sexy little cook in the back.
I was. And then after I cooked, I was a server. Like, I did it all. And then I embarked on my professional career. But a solid fallback plan. Going back to the barrel. Anyways, so after our golden Cracker Barrel experience, we decided to go to an escape room, which is pretty cool. It was downtown, and it was like, I guess Cripple had never been to one.
No, I was so excited. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I don't show my, like, emotions very well. I seem very monotone. And I feel like Fat Nerd was, like, offended because, like, he spent a lot of money on it. And, like, he was like, I'm gonna show her a good time in her last night here. And it was super sweet. And I love that you guys did that. And, like, thank you. And tell him again because, like, I know that he was kind of like, are you having fun? He's an asshole in the escape room. Can I just say? He's a dick. And, but yeah, I was very excited. So continue.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like themed like for like Nashville in the 70s, and it was supposed to be like a
Yeah, it was like music.
yeah. And it was like really cool. But we had Cripple in there. We called ahead to make sure it was an accessible room. And like usually they'll give you like hints and like clues and stuff, but like the clues that they were giving us were just like really stupid and like the instructions didn't make sense. And normally they're they're more helpful than that. Like I've done some where like the person that's supposed to be like helping you with like shit is like way more helpful. And some where they're just like not. And I guess it's just like I don't know like how they vet their people that do that, but you need to work on it. All right. And then we had my kid with us who was just obnoxious and bless his heart.
He was a dick to me too. He literally was so rude. Like the door opened and like I was looking, it was dark. The door was dark, so I was looking for where the light was because I thought there was a light switch. So I paused for a second and then he was all like, if a cripple would get out of the way. And then I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me, little boy? And he's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Stupid little shit.
He's learning personal boundaries.
Yeah, but they both both him and Fat Nerd get to like, they were very like, we got it. You're doing it wrong. Why aren't you? You know, it felt very like too much. And I was like, and I felt like the whole time I was just sitting there like looking at everybody like trying to do stuff and nobody would let me like try anything. Like I was just like, okay. And then I found that switch on accident, which was the only thing I did. Oh, and the color, those little like things that you connect.
Oh yeah, you did figure that out.
But it was partially because no one would let me be a part of it.
Whatever. You were just like,
no, it's true, dude. Like I was sitting there being like, I literally was holding. I don't know if I grabbed like that light thing or something. Or someone handed it to me. I don't know. But I was trying to look. And then literally your kid took it out of my hand.
Oh, man.
And then
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then Fat Nerd took it. And then everybody was using it. And I was like, okay, cool. How about like I don't get a turn at all to try and see what's going on. I felt like the whole time I was like, okay.
Well, so I think that my kid had trouble understanding that you were an adult because you're tiny. And he is like 5'7". So he's taller than me.
I am in a wheelchair. People don't know I'm short.
No, but you know what I mean? But, like, you're sitting down, so, like, you, like, look smaller than him. And I think that sometimes he has trouble, like, being like, oh, you know, like, you're an adult because his sisters are adults, you know? So, like, it's hard for him to be like...
They're shorter than him?
Huh? Yeah, they're all shorter than him.
Oh, and so are you.
Yeah, I'm way shorter than
And
him.
your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of like he sees like how the adults are with each other and he thinks that because he's like so tall he can be. It's like a weird dynamic, but it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't know he did that. What a jerk.
Yeah, I was super annoyed. I was like, okay, like fucking little shithead. But yeah, we didn't escape. It's like how it ended.
Nope.
And Fat Nerd was very upset. He was very like, oh, we failed. We should kill ourselves. Like, he's a sore loser. Because I was all just like, cool, we did it, you know? And like, and I think you were good. We were all like happy, except for him.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of bummed out, but like, whatever. Like, we had the kid with us and he's not really helpful. And then you had never done it before. And like the clues, like some of the information they gave us about like clues and stuff, like didn't make sense. Because they explained it
They really
afterwards.
were not helpful. Those clues were not helpful.
No, they weren't. Like, not at all. Because they go through and they kind of tell you, like, oh, this is what this meant. And, like, this is how you, like, escape afterwards. So, I was like, what the hell?
Would have never figured that out, by the way. Like, that magnet thing. There was, like, some weird magnet thing on the wall. I was like, no. And then I thought to myself, am I, like, an idiot? Because I really was like clueless the whole time.
I've done a bunch of those before and they just weren't helpful. The clues were not good. Some of them are better than others, but you know, they only have certain times that you can do it with like certain amounts of people and like only certain ones were accessible. So we kind of had like slim pickings. Yeah. But after that, we went to this great place and got like Instagram worthy milkshakes that were like so $14 a piece. They're ridiculous.
I was so pleasantly surprised because like I didn't expect that to happen at all. And like you guys were like, wait till you see these ice creams. They're like so crazy, or these milkshakes. And then I saw them and I was like, this is so cool. I'm like, I think I've seen like an Instagram post of it or something, or like on Facebook when they advertise, whatever.
Yeah. We had to wait
it was
45
so cool.
minutes on these milkshakes.
So expensive. Crazy expensive. So thank you again. I couldn't even believe how much you guys spent on it. I was like, what? $60 for 4 fucking ice creams? Like, what the fuck is this shit? They're amazing. Too much. I'm not wondering why everybody in the South is fat now. I get it. Okay, you guys got
there
that
ain't nothing to
delicious
do but
comfort
eat
food.
good around here.
I could not finish that shit though. It was like too much. Like,
I had
mine
a whole
had
piece
like
of cheesecake on it.
I didn't get that one. I almost did, but yeah, there was one with a full piece of cheesecake on top of the already milkshake. Mine had a full, like a big ass brownie on top of my chocolate ice cream. It was, but it was too much. We're
Maybe
all
I like
gonna fucking
brownies.
get diabetes. And Fat Nerd and your kid, they both had the whole thing. And I was like, oh my God, like, you're gonna die. You can't be like, just like eating the whole thing. It's too much. We should have shared it, honestly.
Yeah.
But
like, we wanted to try all the different flavors. America! Fuck yeah!
But it was really cool. And it was like a trendy spot. Like, you could tell, you could see all the like trendy like teenagers in there being all like, I'm a rich kid. Because if I was a fucking teenager, I wouldn't be able to afford to go get a fucking $16 fucking milkshake. What?
Right?
And also, they're all dressed all fancy and shit. I'm like, fuck you. I wore sweatpants. That was by choice, honestly. I had other things, but.
Yeah. Well, so the other part of Cripple's visit is we decided that we were going to vlog because that's where all the hip kids are. Is they're on the YouTubes. And you know what? It's really hard. Especially when Cripple wants to take 4 hours to put on makeup.
Okay, look. If I am a perfectionist, and when I have time to like do my makeup and I don't have like a limit where I'm like, well, we have to be somewhere at a certain time, I will like take all fucking day. I will. That's just how I am. But as I proved to you the next day I think it was the next day when we went for a brunch, the drag queen brunch for your mom's birthday.
Yeah.
I was ready. Your mom was like giving me shit, and so were you. You guys were like, are you gonna wear makeup? Because we're gonna leave without you. And I was like, I know how to get ready in time, and I did. Okay.
Whatever.
Because I had a time. It's true. When we're in NYC, I'm gonna look all made up. Okay. And we're gonna leave on time.
Good.
Literally all of my friends who know me are like, that's a lie. Like, this bitch takes forever. It's true. I do. But yeah. And we tried to film a video podcast, which like, it was okay. But like the lighting was horrendous. We were real tired.
It was dark outside, so we didn't have natural light to use. We broke her camera.
Yeah. My camera's broken. So, but I got a new one, a way nicer one. So thanks, Mama. No, I'm paying her back though, actually. So, but yeah. And we're actually going to start doing this thing called 5-minute conversations with Cripple and Baldy. I think that's what it's called. We're not 100% sure. So
we are commitment phobes. So
yeah, that's fucking true.
I mean, like, our makeup looked really good though. We looked really cute. Like, we should have went out.
Oh yeah. I suggested that and you were like, no, because we're going to go out on New Year's. And then, oh, we didn't talk about New Year's.
Oh yeah, we did go to New Year's.
So we went to this gay dance party thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, when literally like before we even were in line to get in, we already bought our tickets. This Baldy's niece overheard this woman say to her friends, what did she say?
I don't remember. Like,
it
why
was,
would
like,
you
something
bring
like
why would you even come to this? Like, why would you bring a wheelchair?
Yeah,
to
like
this?
you can't. How is she trying? I can't believe that girl is trying to come here in a wheelchair. Like, what does she think she's doing? Like something to that effect. And so I asked Alyssa like to point. Like I was like, who said that? And I got super. The thing is, like when I was younger, I would be all like, oh my God, I'm worthless. But then like once that happened, I was like, oh fuck you, bitch. And I was like, I'm gonna be fucking even more cripple, and I'm gonna fucking be in your face and like just go around. I was going around. I was being ridiculous. Let's not talk about that. But but then like she pointed them out, and they were these two huge women. And when I say huge, I mean like morbidly obese women, tall also. And I just thought to myself, like, how you gonna like come in here trying to like talk shit about me when like I literally don't even walk and I weigh significantly fucking less than you.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, fuck you. You wish you were me, you fucking stupid, ugly, fat bit. Oh, fat shaming, whatever. I'm fat too. You can't fat shame when you're fat. Okay. Thank you. But I'm just saying. But then Alyssa defended me. Like, she went over and, like, I was, like, mad dogging these bitches, though. They were behind us in line to, like, take a photo, or I don't know what we were doing. Oh, drinks. To buy drinks. And, like, I was just mad dogging them. And then one of them said, hi, how are you? And I was like, I'm a little bitch, okay? I'm not trying to fucking get injured. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was mad dogging them with my eyes, and then she said something to me, and I was like, fucking bitch. But then Alyssa went over there and was like, so why you saying shit about my friend? And then the girl was like, what did they talked shit to Alyssa about being fat. They told Alyssa that she was fat. That was like their comeback. These huge women said that to Alyssa. Like, and then Alyssa said, what are you gonna do? Eat me? That was the best. So anyways, yeah. I was very offended. And like, I just would like to point out the fact that like, this just goes to show, and I've said this multiple times, but the people who are marginalized as well are completely oppressive to disabled people because we're not seen as human beings in any other marginalized people. They still see us as less than. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's disgusting. Like, it's like we're supposed to be in a space of like where it's more community and stuff like that, right? Like a queer space. Absolutely not. Bullshit. And in my own personal experience, I have had every single kind of person under the sun who identifies as every other which way be a fucking horrible piece of shit to me. And any other disabled person would tell you that too. And this girl, I remember one time she messaged me. She was like, I think that like LGBTQ plus community is like more accepting of disabled people. And I like laughed so hard to myself. And I was like, where? No. I'm like, I've met individuals that are, but that's just like the person. And that's it in any, you know, whatever they are. What am I trying to say? Any oppressed people. There's
any
always
community?
People, thank you. Yes. Any community. There's always people who are accepting and stuff. But as a community as a whole, there is not a community that is more understanding or like accepting of disabled people. That just doesn't exist, in my opinion, except for disabled people, which even then we still have our own fucking like
hierarchy. Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But it was very disturbing that happened. I was very, it really upset me, actually. I was very upset about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. It was an interesting night. I'll say that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt stressed out, to be honest. Like, I was just like, I'm trying to keep track of my people. Like, I'm trying not to, like, have people get injured or, like, get a public intox fucking charge and make sure that we all get home and, like, in the Uber and all this other shit. So,
after doing this, going out that night, I thought to myself, and I always think this, like, after I go out, I always think this. Like, when I go to a club or something, I don't like clubs. They're not fun. They're dismissive. Like, I feel like it's like the interactions I have with people are patronizing and it's not worth it. I don't like that. I don't like I just don't like it. I don't like clubs. I don't like doing it. I don't like drinking with strangers. It's not fun. Sometimes it is, but for me, rarely, because like, I don't like being demeaned and I just am all the time. So it's just, and also being fucking hungover sucks. It's just not, I don't know. I'd rather like hang out with people I know and like barbecue or something, you know?
Yeah. You have to come out during the summer. Because I have a
barbecue
pool and we got a grill.
I know. Fat nerd got a grill.
I know, spoiled rotten, that man.
Also, can I just say that, like, when I left, like, everybody else in Baldy's house was, like, saying to me, oh, my God, thank you for coming. It was so great to have you here. When are you coming back? And all this stuff. And then Baldy was like, get the fuck out. I hate you. Go die.
I did
And I
not
was
say
just
those
like,
things.
That's how it felt in my heart. Okay?
Whatever.
I felt really unwanted. And everybody else was nice to me. So
I was like,
you were faking it.
Whatever. I was like, you want me to lie to you? Because I will, but that's not on brand for me. I'm not gonna do that. I was just like, you stayed for a really long time. The holidays are stressful. The kid's out of school. Like, there's all these extra people and like extra things. It's fucking cold. I was like, I can't deal. It'd be different if I wasn't living in a multi-generational home. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be fine if it was just like, you came and stayed in my like spare bedroom and I lived alone.
Multi-generational home. So eloquent.
I know, right?
What did you think of, like, oh, also Alan.
Oh yeah, Alan was
Duh.
cool.
We can't forget about Alan, my sweet, sweet angel. Alan. He kept trying to buy me chocolates, or like, well, he didn't keep trying to buy me chocolates. He kept trying to buy me something when we went to the mall with him. He was my roommate back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like 5 years ago. And he lives in Tennessee. So I was like, come meet up with us. And he did. And we went to the mall. This amazing mall. I told you to take me to a cool mall. You did not disappoint.
Nope.
What the fuck was that? I've never been to a mall like that ever. It's like the Mall of America, or what I think it would be, because I've never been there. So
It's in Minnesota, right?
isn't it Wisconsin? Isn't it Minnesota?
I don't fucking know.
Isn't it Minneapolis? Oh, that is Minnesota. Okay, never mind. You're right. Yep. I'm dumb. Duh. But he came and like we went to the mall and he kept trying to buy me shit. And then he sneakily bought me some chocolates, which I did not need. So thank you for helping me get fatter, Alan. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you. It was very sweet.
Yeah, and then we had some chimichangas.
Yeah, we went to that place that your mom said was gross, which I think the place she liked was gross, actually. The cheese was weird.
Yeah.
She like bought. Thank you. I'm not. She's gonna like. If she's not gonna hear this, right? She doesn't listen.
She doesn't listen. She's not.
Oh,
no one
okay.
in my life is.
Good.
Well, none of my family is very supportive of the podcast. They don't
Yeah,
listen
our
to me.
audience is basically just like straight white men who are shallow, which is like blows my mind because I feel like that's not our like who we're trying to like. We're not gearing towards that at all. But cool. Welcome. Thank you.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
Intro music is from Lizzo. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or on our website, crippleandbaldy.com. If you'd like to be featured on our podcast or would like to send us an anonymous question, you can find us on our website at crippleandbaldy.com.
That's exactly